who do we have with us today?
You have Debbie Clark.
Hi, Debbie, and how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
All right, and where are you from?
I'm from California.
Okay, cool. And how'd you get started in the business?
There was a girl on Tinder that was in the business and started talking to her, and I was like, all right, it's not that bad. I might be able to do that.
So this is a stranger?
Yes, she was.
And she liked you on Tinder?
Yeah, she was in porn herself, and I just started talking to her a little bit more about the industry because the only thing I knew about it was what I saw. So talked to her about it, and it kind of warmed me up to the idea, and here I am. So I found it on the internet, Craigslist. I didn't go with her though, so I found you guys.
Okay, cool. And how long have you been shooting?
A little over a month.
All right, how do you like it so far?
I like it a lot, actually.
What are some things that you really like?
Porn dick?
Okay, that's honest. You're enjoying the sex?
Yes.
Okay. Is everything what you thought it was going to be?
Pretty much. It's a whole lot more professional than I thought it would be.
A lot of girls say that. A lot of girls say that it's a lot more professional. How did you think it was going to be? What did you expect when you first got started?
Just a bunch of random people with a camera and a random dude, and they're like, here, it's fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I figured everyone would be like super sleazy and stuff too, but everyone's not. They're very, very professional.
Okay. And that was like a breath of fresh air for you?
Mm-hmm. It was. Yeah, I really like it.
Were
It's
you
my favorite thing.
Were you nervous about that aspect of it when you were thinking about getting started?
Yeah. Yeah, very nervous.
Okay. All right. But it's not that way now. You're totally comfortable.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable with it actually.
Okay. Do you remember when you shot your first scene? Do you remember if you were nervous or excited?
I was a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay. Good. But obviously, I guess you had a good time and continue to do it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay. Great. Now, when did you lose your virginity?
I think I was 15.
Okay.
So like 5 years ago.
All right. Do you remember how it happened?
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
I wasn't with a boyfriend. I was going to play it smart, so I was like, I'm not going to date a dude and him take my virginity and break my heart. So I kind of picked this really hot dude that lived close to me, and just kind of one day, like, I'm ready to lose my virginity. And we went and got in his truck.
Just right there?
Right down the road. In the middle of the day. Just this burnt down house. Just went and fucked. Lost my virginity. And he fell in love with me.
Now, did you guys start dating after that?
Nope. Wouldn't date him.
Okay, so he fell in love with you, but it wasn't reciprocated?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. You still talk to this guy at all?
No, he's mad at me because I would never date him. He still tried until up a couple months ago. So like 5 years of him just being like, need that pussy.
Okay, gotcha. Now, before you got into the business, were you a sexual type of girl?
Not very.
Okay.
Just really with boyfriends.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a very good girl actually before.
Okay.
Can't say that now.
I was about to ask you, what's your sex life now?
Much better. I've learned a lot of stuff from porn, so yeah, my sex life is much better now, and I have more sex now.
Okay. How much sex are you having?
A lot, as much as I can.
Daily?
If I'm back home with this dude that I'm seeing, then yes.
Okay. Now, this is a new thing with the guy you're seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how he accepts the porno lifestyle, I guess?
Yeah, it's difficult for him, but he knows I gotta do what I gotta do, so.
Okay. Now, did you know him before you got into the business?
I met him like a week before I went and did my first scene.
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't know about it until like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. How did he find out?
I just told him.
Over dinner one night?
No, I wasn't home actually. I was in another state, and he told me he has feelings for me, and I'm like, okay, something you gotta know then.
And what was his reaction?
He said he kind of knew, and he was like, but I didn't want to admit to it. And you know, he was a little sad at first, but he come around to it. So
Okay.
we're all right now.
Okay. And so would you consider yourselves dating?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good. And everything's going pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, awesome. Now, when you guys are at home, the two of you guys are having sex, what kind of sex do you like to have at home?
I like rough sex with him at home.
Okay. What does that entail?
Just being really rough. Just, I don't know, just being rough. But he likes really slow and passionate, so we're kind of different. So we just go back and forth, really.
Do you like flip a coin before you guys get in bed? Today will be
Yeah.
heads of passionate, tails of rough.
Yeah.
That works, that works. Now, what kind of man are you attracted to?
Man. Not a sissy man. I like real men.
What does that even mean? I'm curious.
I don't know, like, I've dated someone before that was kind of girly and sissy, and I didn't like it. So I don't know, I like to date men.
Okay. Now, is the size of their dick important to you?
Really just what they can do with it.
Okay. What's your preferred? Do you have a preference in size at all, or?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay. And what's the most adventurous sexual thing you've done?
Probably just like a threesome. I haven't gotten too crazy. This probably today is the most adventurous I've been yet.
See, for me, I would have said when you lost your virginity, that's pretty crazy just to find a guy and go into the truck and take care of business. But
Well, I mean, we went to school together, so I
oh, you
knew
kind of
him.
knew him. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He wasn't some random guy.
Now, was the threesome, was that after porno or before?
It was after porno.
Okay. And was it with people in the business?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's always fun. Everyone kind of knows what they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's good. Now, was it two guys and a girl, or two girls and a guy?
2 girls and a guy.
Okay. Are you attracted to girls?
Yes, I am.
What kind of girls are you attracted to?
Bad bitches. Brunettes. I don't like blondes.
Okay. Big boobs?
Yeah, I like big boobs.
Okay. Now, do you like to be the dominant girl, or do you like them to kind of dominate you?
Both, really.
Okay.
Kind of just depends on the girl, really.
Okay. Any fantasies that are like at the top of the list for you that you're trying to live out?
I think anal, actually. I'm a little
Okay.
curious about it.
Okay.
I want to try it.
What are you curious about?
What it feels like. I mean, I just hear all these girls just say nothing but great things about it. So I'm just like, well, there might be something there.
Okay. Now, have you ever tried anal sex before at all?
No, I have not.
Okay. You ever played with your own butt at all? Toys, fingers?
Once.
Okay.
One time, yeah.
What'd you do?
I was in the shower. So I just, I had my little vibrator and then, I used some fingers and I liked it.
Okay. Were you able to come like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then how did you use your fingers on the vibrator?
Well, I had the vibrator on my clit and then I just, kind of stuck these up there in my booty hole.
How many fingers?
Just one because, I've never done that before, so
Okay.
I had to ease my way into it.
Were you surprised that it felt so good when you were fingering your butthole?
Yeah, actually I was.
Okay.
Well, no, I can't say that, no. I kind of thought that it would feel good, so it was kind of surprising, but then I already knew that it would feel good. So
Okay.
a little bit of both.
What made you kind of think that it would already feel good?
I've just heard so many good things about it. All my girlfriends just love it, so I just figured I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Good. Good. Now, have you ever tried any anal toys at all?
I have not.
Okay. So it's good. Now, when you're having sex with guys, do they ever try to put their fingers in your butt, play with your butt at all?
It happened once.
Okay. And how did that feel?
I liked it. I really liked it. I was like, I don't know what's going on back there, but I like it.
Okay. Good. Good. That's good. And how many times did that happen? Just once?
Yeah, just that once.
And how many fingers were in your butt?
One.
Okay. Do you like having your ass eaten out?
I haven't really had that done too many times, so can't really recall. I like to have my pussy eating out.
Okay. Good. Good. Now, how are you feeling about getting ready to jump into this scene today? What's going through your head?
I'm excited, but I'm also really nervous too. So we'll see. I'm sure that it'll be great though.
Okay. Are you more or less nervous than you were for your very first scene?
Less nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, my first scene I was sweating so bad.
I remember. I was there.
Yeah. I was very nervous.
And that's, so how many scenes have you done now in total?
I think like 8 maybe.
Okay.
This might be like my 9th.
Okay. So now being in front of the cameras is no big deal for you?
Oh yeah, that's not a big deal. It actually wasn't. My first scene, maybe like the first like 3 minutes, I was a little nervous, but then I'm like, why am I nervous? It's just normal.
Okay. Good, good. Now, how do you think this is going to feel today with his dick versus just fingers?
I'd say it would feel a whole lot different, but I don't know. I think it'll go good.
Okay.
I have high hopes that it'll go good.
Okay. Now, have you done anything to prepare yourself for today at all?
Mm-hmm.
No? Just kind of wing it? See how it goes?
Just gonna wing it.
Okay. All right, that's pretty good. So how are you feeling about this whole thing? Confident?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm trying to go in with a great mindset.
Okay. Now, have you talked to any girls about how you should, how you should respond to the dick going in your ass or anything like that?
I just need to relax, is what I hear.
Okay.
So just try to relax as best as possible.
Okay. That's what, talking to girls that have done this for us, we are told the same thing, is just they got to relax. So.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like we've got everything under control here. So first thing we're going to have you do is get naked.